Do you think you know all the secrets of the Healer House? If you didn't know, you're about to find out now. Have you ever noticed that Bluey's house seems like a magical labyrinth that changes shape?
Thought I was having trouble with my attic.
If you look very closely at the hallways, you will notice something very strange happening with the architecture. In older episodes, like the one with Mr. Monkey Jocks, the hallway that leads to the bedrooms was completely different from what we see today. The door that leads to the new bedroom didn't exist, and at the end of the hall, instead of that cute picture of Bluey and Bingo that everyone knows, there was only a simple painting of a beach. It's as if the house were growing and transforming along with the girls, gaining new spaces as they get older. In addition, if you try to draw the map of the house based on what you see from the outside, the numbers simply do not add up. The sisters' bedroom seems much bigger on the inside than the space it occupies on the outside of the house, creating a kind of spatial optical illusion. It may be that the healers simply renovated the house, or it may be one of those cartoon secrets that show how children's imagination makes spaces seem gigantic. If you want to discover other secrets like this, we're going to show them to you right now, here on Zigzag. Another incredible detail that stays hidden right under our noses, or rather, under the furniture, are the forgotten toys that tell the story of the series. If you pause the video in scenes where the girls are cleaning or looking for things, you will see objects that have not appeared in focus for years. In several moments, we see the famous long dog hidden around the house that almost no one notices. But the real Easter egg is a tennis ball that stays hidden exactly where Bluey's bed used to be. Do you know where it came from? It is the same ball from the very first episode of the series, Magic Xylophone. That means that, in the Healer family timeline, that ball has been lost there for months or even years, and Bluey and Bingo never properly cleaned that little corner. It's as if the producers wanted to show that, in real life, children always lose toys in impossible places, and they stay there as part of the house's history, collecting dust and memories without anyone noticing until a big cleanup happens. And speaking of the girls' toys, did you notice all the references among them? Many people think that the toys that appear in the background of scenes are just random drawings made to fill the environment, but they are actually true treasures of references to other movies and cartoons that we love. If you observe the toys with detective eyes, you will find a green apple with a smile that is identical to the sticker that Cousin Muffin uses on her cup. Right behind it, there is a squirrel holding a giant nut that is a clear homage to Scrat from Ice Age, capturing that desperate expression he always has. There is even a blue car that looks just like Sally from the Disney movie Cars, and a plush llama that reminds us of The Emperor's New Groove. It's as if Bluey's bedroom were a secret museum of everything that is cool in the world of animation, bringing together different generations of fans in a single frame. Which of these references did you notice when you watched the episode? Comment #references Bluey and tell us. One of the biggest mysteries that left fans with their hair standing on end happens right at the sisters' bedtime. Have you ever wondered where Grandpa Bob, Bandit's father, had gone? He appeared right at the beginning of the series and then disappeared for a long time. The secret that started all this curiosity is in a very cute scene. When Bingo is saying goodnight to her stuffed animals, she looks at the sky and says, "Good night, Grandpa, wherever you are."
Good night, Grandpa Bob, wherever you are.
That phrase made many people on the internet create theories. Some fans even thought he might have died. Others believed he might have been sick, and that's why he no longer appeared. There were even people who thought he and Grandma Chris had separated. But relax, because in Bluey, everything ends well. The mystery was finally solved in the special episode, The Sign. We discover that Grandpa Bob was simply on a spiritual journey in India. This is revealed at the wedding party of Frisky and Uncle Rad, when Bingo asks where he had been, and when he says he was in India, Grandma Chris mocks him, saying that he was trying to find himself. He must have found the humid climate of India strange, since Australia is so dry. At least the heat is not that different. But the one who benefited from this warm climate was Bluey. Have you ever noticed that thermal comfort is an important secret in the Healer House? If you observe the walls of almost every room closely, you will notice that the house is quite traditional and uses simple ceiling fans to keep away the Australian heat. However, there is one exception that many people missed in the episode Bedroom. When Bluey decides to have her own space and moves into that little room that used to be just for storing clutter, we discover something incredible. That is the only room in the entire house that has an air conditioner installed on the wall. While the rest of the Healer family has to cool down only with the wind from the common fans, Bluey ends up, by pure chance, with the coolest and most modern place in the entire house. It is a hidden technical detail that shows how that forgotten room was actually the most valuable one in the house. In the end, Bluey got a true luxury upgrade without even planning it, turning her new little corner into the perfect hiding place to escape the scorching sun outside. But the real sign that Bluey is 100% Australian is not on the walls, it is in the words. And maybe you have been hearing it wrong since the very first episode. There are cultural secrets hidden in Bluey's dialogue, with the words the characters use and in the objects they have in the bedroom. For example, when they talk about the crib where Bingo used to sleep, they use the word cot.
So we're dumping the cot.
For those watching in other countries or in American English, the word is usually cradle or crib. In addition, in the bedroom, there are typical objects that Australian parents use with babies, such as an amber teething necklace. Many people who do not live there think it is just a necklace with common yellow stones, but in reality, it is an accessory used to help relieve the pain of babies' teething, something very present in the local culture. We also see a colorful activity gym on the floor and wooden safety gates on the doors. These details show that the creators wanted the house to look like a truly Australian home, with all the customs and objects that families there actually use. Want to stay on top of all the details of Bluey? Then join us and subscribe to the channel now. If you observe the sisters' behavior carefully while they are in the bedroom environment, you will notice that the secrets are not only in the physical objects, but also in their psychology. Bluey is a natural collector of memories. She has difficulty letting go even of small pieces of paper because for her, everything carries the memory of a game. Bingo, on the other hand, is the opposite. She is much calmer, more minimalist, and generous. She does not mind giving up her favorite toys to see her older sister happy. There is a heartbreaking scene where Bluey holds Mommy Chili's hand in a very specific way when Bandit asks if they can get rid of Bingo's crib. Chili becomes visibly emotional, and Bluey immediately notices that sadness. That gesture of holding the hand, squeezing it gently with affection, is something Bluey learned by watching Bandit do the same with Chili in moments of grief or difficulty in the past. But Chili also has another reason to feel emotional about the crib that belonged to Bingo, because this is a secret that left fans extremely curious and with their hearts racing. Could the Healer family grow soon? When Bandit suggests selling or giving away Bingo's crib, Chili's reaction is one of deep sadness. She does not seem ready at all to say a definitive goodbye to baby items. In the bedroom, besides the crib, we see books about how to train babies to sleep and several accessories that should already have been stored away, since Bingo is already an independent little girl. Many viewers believe that those objects are still there because Chili still nurtures the dream or the possibility of having another puppy. Just imagine the dynamic of the house with a younger brother or sister. Those items scattered around the bedroom, such as the humidifier and the safety gates, may be visual clues intentionally left by the animators to indicate that Chili's baby factory has not completely closed yet. And now, do you feel like you know the mysteries surrounding the Healer house better?